So how do we go about, and I know we're kind of getting off topic, but how do we actually fix the partisanness in Sacramento? I mean, how do we get people to start working together again?
The answer to that is fairly simple, but it's not easy.
It's not going to happen either.
Probably not, because it's really up to us. It's up to the voters. And most voters are not engaged. Most voters don't pay attention. Most voters are easily persuaded by personalities and by partisanship and by the nonsensical promises that a lot of the politicians tend to make, that they still, while they are I should say, cynical about them, they still tend to believe them. And they allow it to continue. So until the voters say enough is enough and we're not going to accept this, we're not going to put up with this anymore, it's going to continue.
At some point, the community as a whole is going to have to demand more information, more transparency from their governing boards, whatever agency or entity it is. The public's going to have to demand that, not accept minimal information.
Yes. Well, it's you know, going back to the earlier comment again about changing the nature of the political discourse and decision making in Sacramento or Washington. It is up to the public. As long as the public accepts mediocrity and accepts things as they are, it's not going to change, because the elected officials, the people in power, know that they can simply do whatever it is they choose to do, and the public's going to scream a little bit for a couple of days, and then they're going to go off on to something else. And you know, we have the attention spans of hyperactive squirrels, and I don't know if it's cell phones or just the nature of so much information blistering down on people at such a fast pace, but trying to get people to focus on complex issues, or even simple issues anymore for that matter, is just really a challenge, if not impossible.
But they can't even drive correctly. I mean, we expect them to understand what's going on at a school board.
But we do, and it's remarkable to me that we are putting that local communities, elected legislatures are putting more and more onto voters to vote for these huge tax increases, to vote for these big projects, knowing full well that that the public's not paying that much attention, and they'll basically agree to almost anything.
It's all about trust, and at some point the voters are going to have to demand more. The public's going to have to demand more in terms of transparency. But